Previously on Oxventure, what happened Merylwen?
We found a ghost ship that had nothing on it and was lots of blood.
That's right, Egbert.
I filled a seal with pickles.
Corazon anymore.
Mutiny! The most despicable crime of all. It should be punished by keel hauling.
Prudence, quite a lot of heavy lifting for you to do here now.
Yeah, thanks. Let me explain to you the crime of insurance fraud, which is also the greatest crime of all. And we are investigating because fish people
The
stole
manifest did not
the
match
insurance
cargo.
scammers. Yeah.
So it's an insurance fraud deal. We're going to go under the water and save whoever's down there. That's what's happened.
So we can put him
now.
on trial.
Got to go down there and get the one survivor, a sailor called Puckett?
Puckett.
Yeah. So Puckett, let's go.
Yeah, beneath the waves.
You know, I gotta say, Puckett, I'm in, coming at you. Okay, you're all standing at the rail. Russ on the harbour has just been sleeping in a patch of sun. Goes, hey, what are you all doing?
We're going in the sea, Russ. Do you want to come?
No.
Okay.
Okay, Rust,
But
do
what
you want to
if,
keep an
Rust,
eye
keep
on
you
the
dry?
ships here?
No. Where? I'll keep an eye on it.
Rust, what if we were to coat you in Vaseline?
That does not sound like fun.
And then do the sea
I refer you to the maritime law that says we need at least one person touching these two tethered ships, otherwise they
Where-
both become ghost ships, and
Where-
then they are
That's true.
available for salvage.
Yeah. I say, Rust, could you look after the ships for us?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Excellent.
Rust, I give
And
you full and exclusive use of Captain Cabin F.
Okay. Which one is?
You can have up to £10 from the minibar.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the continental breakfast, that's included, Rust. You can just
Oh.
help
my
yourself.
goodness.
If you would like to purchase the robe, simply take it with you and it will be added to your bill.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I haven't even seen the rub, but I already know I want it. What were you saying about fishmen?
yeah, so there's one guy who survived. There was a fight on this ship. One
Oh.
guy survived, and he got stolen by fishmen, as did all the bodies of the other people who were involved. And we need to go get that guy back, basically, because Prudence really hates insurance fraud.
Yeah, he's
and
got to
doesn't
stand
even go down
trial.
for it.
It
Yeah.
is a terrible crime, I agree. We tabaxi also hate insurance fraud. It is
The
bad.
greatest taboo.
Yeah.
What? Oh. It's funny you should say fishmen, though. There has been one watching the ship for the last 15 minutes. He's right over there,
Rust.
look.
Where?
What?
Rust, you have to bring this stuff to us if there's some kind of fantasy monster looking at us. You have to tell us.
It doesn't seem that
That's the sort
fantastical
of thing
to
we
me.
need to know.
He's a horrible man from the sea, which is we already know to be horrible. It seemed pretty routine.
I look at the fish man. How? What attitude is it looking at us?
It is just kind of like
Surly?
What
see
emoji would
is up to
describe his
here.
expression?
It's just eyes. No, it's just watching very sort of sternly.
Oh, he's not smizing then.
No.
So it's like a colon and then a line. That's the expression. That's
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
interesting.
Think
And it's
like
not Iron, the only fish man we know, right?
it is not iron. It's not a
It's not
Kotor,
wearing
you know
some
that.
kind of Pope hat.
No.
No, okay.
Is it a
although-
Kuatoa? Or is
No,
it... Oh!
Koatoa.
not a Koatoa. Who might know what sea creature this is? Corazon,
I mean,
I'm
I've spent a lot
guessing.
of time at sea.
Yeah, sure. Make me a
You were claiming not to know what a
Intelligence
muting was earlier. But I guess
intelligence
you were extremely
investigation.
drunk.
Sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
So call it.
fast.
Well, you
Everyone
wouldn't call it
knows about the
intelligence
denizens of the
investigation check. Sure.
ocean.
Why not?
As an octopus.
Okay, that's a 14, so that's 21.
Yeah, Sahuagin.
What?
It's a Sahuagin.
Oh,
and
Sahuagin.
Not
I remember
only is
those
it a
guys.
difficult name to say after several rums, but these are.
Didn't I fight one of these in the stag do?
I think you might have done actually. Yes.
Oh no, they're horrible.
Yeah, they're not pleasant. So yeah, as you'll remember actually from having sort of seen and fought this, they're kind of like Creature from the Black Lagoon-esque.
Yeah, they got like
sort of-
face gills.
Yeah.
And, like flippers.
Fish dudes
stuff
and
going on.
barbed,
Oh, like
barbed
Swamp Thing.
spears. Yeah.
Okay.
And famously, they hate elves, sea elves specifically, but like just something to bear in mind. and he kind of sees you looking, and kind of starts to swim his way over, and then like he starts to climb his way up the side of the ship, just getting like using his fingers to get handholds in between planks, ignoring any kind of like gangway or rope ladder there is, and he kind of lands on the deck. Right. He has a small spear, but he kind of straightens up. He doesn't seem to be in an attacking position, and he kind of just opens his mouth and goes.
Well,
Does anyone?
I cast comprehend languages.
there we go.
You cast it.
I get a deck chair.
You cast it just as he rolls his eyes and says, "Ugh, tourists." You say, "Oh God, when was the last time I spoke common?" God, here we go.
I uncast comprehend languages.
Oh, okay. He goes.
Sadly.
You don't have to. You can talk to him in Sahuagin.
Yeah, show him your Sahuagin.
If
Yeah, I want
everyone could
Corazon
talk
to
to him.
speak. Sahuagin.
Sorry, my Sahuagin is a bit rusty. Which way is it to the library?
I grab a bucket because I think that Corazon might be about to throw up.
Okay. We have no library here.
Do you enjoy to dance in the discotheque?
My people do not dance in the... Why are you asking me about this? With
Sorry,
your
the
strangely
comprehend languages.
accented
Just
Sahuagin.
kicking in. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Sahuagin. Do you got anything to do with this then? This whole boat murder scenario that's going on this ship?
Define this.
Okay, so this ship was full of people. Then they all had a big fight. And then all the bodies got taken under the water by what have been described to us by a credible witness as fish people. So, spill.
Yes. This ship violated a sacred place. We worship the shark god Sekola, who has determined that this particular patch of ocean is sacred. These menfolk came, they fought, clashing with sword and loud gun and window. And when all had fallen silent, we came to investigate. We took a prisoner on charge of disturbing Sekola's peace. And we took the fallen because, well, our reasons are our own.
Okay. All right.
Say no more.
Well, you and me are going to have a problem then, Mr. Sahuagin, because we're going to need that prisoner. I say, projecting an aura of indefatigable confidence.
I lean over to Prudence in the background and go, "Why do we need the prisoner again? One more time for Dob."
Well, he was part
That's
of
what
the
I lean over to Dob and I say,
conspiracy.
"That's what I said," but it felt like a group decision that we were rescuing him.
Okay, hear me out. Huddle. All right, everyone, we huddle up.
I'll be back. I'll be right back, Mr. Sahuagin. I say.
Okay.
Everyone
When is
else,
your birthday?
you hear him go, "So rude. It was last week."
This guy
Birthday for
Puckett.
last week.
This guy Puckett, right? Doesn't have any gold or riches because they
Yes.
don't exist and never existed aboard this ship. But he is guilty of the greatest crime, which we all agree is insurance
All
fraud.
agreed
This
was
is-
insurance.
Second only to murdering a captain.
This
and me.
is the bit that I'm stuck on.
Okay, you
And it
say
might
you
be
don't want to
because
bring
Dob
justice.
doesn't understand
violent
insurance.
justice.
No.
to this. Oh,
but what-
okay. Let me explain the concept of insurance. The rest
Yes,
of you
please.
are excused for the next 45.
This is probably going to be the rest of the Oxventure, so come back to part 3.
No, right? The manifest listed a certain amount of extremely valuable goods.
Yes.
Those goods were never loaded in at port, Volisport. They were never ever on board. They don't exist. But these conspirators planned to mutiny, scuttle the ship, and when the ship had sunk to the bottom of the ocean, there would be no way of proving it wasn't full of gold and riches. Then when you claim on the insurance policy, you get lots of monies.
I see.
Because they're paying you for all your lost gold and riches.
This all makes sense to me. I think where I was struggling is, to me, it seems like the obvious thing to do is to get all the gold to the bottom of the sea anyway. But
There's no
but
gold!
I'm with you. But I'm with you
I
now.
can see why Dob might have thought that.
Okay. Oh.
Can we not
oh,
just
if only
rescue
the
Pucket?
gold were at the bottom.
Okay,
right
well now I
thing
see why.
to
So
do?
we've got to. Sorry,
What?
Egbert, say
Can we
again.
not just rescue Pucket because it's the right thing to do?
But he's a filthy insurance fraudster.
Yeah, but it's still been
don't know
kidnapped.
We don't know which
He
side
raises
Pucket.
insurance premiums, Egbert.
Right. No, well, I guess
Why
you
do we
make a
care
good
about
point.
this so much?
Do we know
Um,
which side Pucket was on? Do we know?
Yeah.
Pucket
He
was
wasn't one of the
Pucket was the
mutiny
instigator.
guys.
No, he was, wasn't he?
He was.
Oh.
No, wasn't
I
that
just
like
want
a Stoke?
someone to suffer
Stoke-
for
I had
this crime.
Michaels, Clark, Burbridge, and Bunk.
Yeah, but the insurance policy was in the name of something Revelstoke, and I thought
Yeah.
Pucket. Can I check the insurance policy? Who's it in the
Doesn't
name of?
mention Pucket. It's
Oh, okay, all right.
Revelstoke.
Well, no,
is
but
the,
this just makes me
Revelstoke.
want to get Pucket more, because Pucket could be the only witness to the terrible insurance crime. Bring
Yeah.
Pucket back up, take him
Aside
to
from the
port.
rat.
Because the thing
Yeah.
is,
From the rat.
I look
like,
over to the
people-
Sahuagin and I'm like,
Seal Gaiman has
I'm
come up to
gesturing to the rat
investigate
on my
the
head.
Sahuagin. He's crouched down with the spear and he's just sort of gently, experimentally pushing a hand very slowly along his side.
I assume a pickle pops out.
He's
Smoothing him.
I think he's like Seal Gaiman has rolled onto his back so he
Okay.
can admire his tummy, but you can see he's admiring the sleek lines of the seal, being like, "Wow."
Quality
no
seal.
wrinkles.
Quality seal.
I think whoever will benefit from this insurance fraud it's not just going to be people on the boat.
Yeah, it's the
So
fat
we
cats
want to
on
find
land.
we want Pucket to be like the gold was never on board. So when
And then
we
he'll
can
be
go
the star
over
witness.
to Port
Yes.
Morcow, I think it was,
Correct.
then we can be like, hey,
Okay.
this guy was on the boat. There was never
Yes.
any gold on it.
Okay.
Pucket will whistle blow.
As long as someone gets
Yeah.
hanged for this, I'm
Yeah.
good. So
All right.
let's go.
While we're
Mr.
here, I'd
Sahuagin.
also
Sorry,
I'd
carry on,
like
Ron.
to I'd like to cast water breathing on everyone.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
I assumed you would just kiss the fish man and get or something. Is
I
that how it
mean,
works? Is that how it
No
works
one's
in the
going to
shape of
stop
water?
you, except for maybe the fish man.
Mr. Sahuagin, we would like
This
to
dog.
negotiate
I like
dogs.
Can
This
I
dog.
keep it?
No. No, absolutely not.
He's
what
switched
does
to
everyone
common
think?
now.
Yes? Yes,
Non-negotiable.
does that seems
No.
reasonable to me? Seems reasonable to everyone?
Non-negotiable.
Okay,
Very
one vote
well.
for
This is our
yes, one
dog.
vote for no.
I vote
Why
no.
do you call also the green one, dog?
Dob with a B.
Oh,
It happens a lot. It's fine.
Yeah.
okay.
We're willing
Yes.
to negotiate for the release of the prisoner.
Very well. You will...
You-
We will release the prisoner to you. You will... leave this place with your ship.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. We'll
That's
take
totally
it
fine.
out the sacred
deal.
waters. That's good.
Oh, now I feel like I'm being hard done by. And take
Oh,
the other one with you.
Yeah, we can tow the other
Yes,
one out of
yes.
here. I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
The other ship,
it'll be
yeah,
a
of
terrible
course.
burden, but yeah,
it will
we'll do
be it will be a lot of hard work, but we will do it. Oh,
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Oh, she said.
I'll be
It's
so
clearly a terrible
tired.
burden to her.
Make me a charisma persuasion check, please, Marilyn.
How good this oh.
No,
this
this-
oh-
this ship is
Talk
clear-
to
is
an
gonna-
NPC.
This ship is going to be so cursed and haunted after all the murder on it. It will be a great burden to take it with
we
us.
could charge people 1 gold piece to see it.
Corazon.
I mean,
He
no, I mean,
He rolled an 11. He goes, and money. I want some money now.
Oh, boo. We
How
don't
much
have
money?
it.
Corazon, you put that gold coin on the side, didn't you?
yeah.
Get that gold
Alright.
coin.
What about
What
this
does our
gold coin?
treasurer say? Check our treasury. How? What do we got?
We've got a little bit of gold that Dob hasn't thrown in the sea yet, so that's
Haha.
fine.
I'd throw it in the sea now,
Okay.
except the rat is still in full control.
I
probably where
hand
they want
over-
it as well,
hand-
in
I
the
hand
sea.
over some gold, like a modest sum of gold to the.
He
guy.
lifts sort of a gill flap and just...
Oh.
Oh dear.
It's like, oh, that's good.
We shall go. It is
Okay.
time for the ceremonial kissing of the fishman to give you breathing powers.
It's all
Nice.
good. We've got it, thanks.
We're fine. We
think we're sorted
we
for
can all breathe.
Aw.
breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suit
Sorry.
yourselves. He puts a hand over his eyes, holds his nose, and just tips back into the water.
Cool.
Cool. All right, let's follow him down. I do a shooting star press into the sea.
Okay,
I
how's
try
everyone
and do a
else?
shooting star press and trip and belly flop.
Swan dive. Swan dive.
Lovely.
I
Marilyn?
jump, and as I jump, turn into a big
Ooh.
octopus.
Fair.
Like a cannonball, but you become an
Yeah.
octopus on the way
And
down.
That's pretty cool.
And
Um,
I offer a tentacle to anyone who wants extra
Aw.
propellant.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to cannonball in, but before I do, I turn to Rust and I say, Rust, obviously, you're the captain now, and regrettably, we have to leave you with an extremely important duty.
Right.
This rat is possibly a secondary star witness in the biggest case that Geth has ever seen. Please don't
You're on
eat
suicide
him.
watch.
You're leaving a,
Please,
leaving a
please
cat,
don't.
cat to look after a rat.
Yeah, Rust, I know that this is gonna. I see the. Yep, I see it, but okay. I cast prestidigitation on the rat so that it tastes like earwax, and then I cannonball off the side.
The Russ just looks down at the rat and goes, 3, 2. The rat's already running. There's 1. And that's them for the next hour or two, probably. His pupils are like.
Sorry, rat. Thanks for your service. Way.
Oh, does he do the little butt wiggle?
Oh, yeah.
Using Tom and Jerry style antics taking place.
Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, the Sahuagin starts to lead you down to the city, and it looks like it looks like maybe this once was a city above ground that sort of fell into the water. It has been reclaimed somewhat by sort of the ocean beds. So some of the buildings are sort of half submerged. There's coral growing on it. There are sort of plants and anemones kind of just like waving in the sea breeze, and fish are there.
I just want to go up to Dob and I just get a tentacle on his cheek and go, because he doesn't need to hold his breath.
You have to inhale the liquid. You got to fill your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's much more
it's
comfortable.
oxygen rich.
Yeah.
Okay. You go down there. The Sahuagin kind of lands and stands proudly, and you see there are some other sort of Sahuagin going about their business. They're sort of like they're just sort of bimbling around. There's a lady pushing an enormous conch with a baby Sahuagin in it. Why not? And they all kind of bow reverentially to the guy you're with. It seems like whomever this is, they're quite important, which is handy as he turns to you and kind of in like a way communicates in broken common, like, we now go prison. Get man. Good nice.
Good night.
Nice.
Good night. Yes.
He Corazon, you hear him ask himself out loud in Sahuagin if Dob is putting that on. It's like, is the green dog mocking me? But anyway,
No. I reassure you.
he leads you in short order to what counts for the jail, where basically there is a large bell jar in the middle of the room, guarded by Sahuagin with spears, and in there is kind of just a sailor looking very confused and quite sad, and yeah, it's a glass bell jar, and it's sort of.
Do you know when you try and like walk on the bottom of a swimming pool and it's really hard and ungainly and you keep kind of basically like floating back upwards again? I imagine that's how we're all trying to move.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Egbert is, wearing quite heavy paladin armor, so he's walking along like he's in one of those old deep sea diving things. And Merowyn's an octopus, so that's fine.
I was going to hold on
three
to
look
Egbert's leg.
silly. Okay, yeah, you're just being dragged along and kicking up a lot of silt.
But our hair looks good.
It does look
Bonus.
good, in fairness.
And it'll look
grab
good
those
for
of us
days
that have
after.
hair.
All this.
I'm going to grab onto Egbert's armour
Okay,
to try and ground myself. Oh, wait. It's quite a bit warmer. The water's quite a bit warmer over here by Egbert. I'm gonna let go.
I'm a dragonborn.
try holding his
I haven't
leg?
let anything go. Don't worry.
Okay.
Come on.
Good. All right. Reassured, I hold back onto his armour. I was worried for a second.
the Sahuagin you first met speaks in Sahuagin to the other guards. Corazon, you understand him saying, "Let the prisoner go. These people will take him and their corrupting ship away." And you hear one of them go, "This is good. We were just about to sacrifice him to the shark god." The other one kind of is like, "Yeah!" And it's like, boom, boom, on the bell. It's like, "You don't know how lucky you are!" And you hear the other one be like, "Jesus Christ, Jeremy." And it's like, "Oh, by Secular, you've been warned not to tease the prisoners." It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Fun.
They're saying that they'll miss him. He was their favourite prisoner, and it's all nice stuff.
Well, as long as he does the ceremonial kiss of the fishman to get the breathing, then you may take him away.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
No
I can't
tongues.
cast water breathing again.
What begins is like an agonising 15-minute game of kiss chase inside a glass bell jar until the Sahuagin is like, "Okay, wait." And by a series of speaking very slowly and loudly in Sahuagin, communicates that if they kiss, then he can breathe and free to go.
Oh, I've heard that line before.
Good night.
Breathe
but-
underwater.
Eventually, the man, you assume this is Puckett, kind of just like modestly purses his lips, and it's only a peck. The Sahuagin just goes like, and then like squeezes his cheek, and he swims out. And after a few seconds of being like, he trusts to the lovely kissy with the fishman, and it breathes in water and lives.
Well, I'd like to wrap a tentacle around him and just be like, but as I do so, I get another.
He dies
tentacle.
of terror.
And I just I pat him on the head and just go,
Aw.
"It's okay, it's okay."
Okay, the water's got a lot
Just-
warmer here
just-
around this way. Is that you again, Egbert?
Not
I
me.
just do, like-
Not me this time.
Soothing over his head. Just
This
like,
has got to be a charisma performance check. I don't know what the charisma of a giant octopus is, but I can't imagine it's super high.
doesn't seem to have anything for it. So
Okay.
16
Probably
though.
Okay.
One of the least charismatic animals.
He seems calm. Whether he just assumes that it's finally the end. You're just put like is now just enveloped in a giant octopus's tentacles,
Surrenders
just kind of
himself to it.
staring at these four other adventurers, going,
All right. Well,
So now we
okay,
ascend
well,
slowly, not getting the bends, right?
Well, while
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
staring at me, I pull a hitherto unmentioned ripcord on my trousers, which causes them to inflate.
"Cool."
Corazon
Old
gets
pirate-
the bent.
Of course.
Old pirate trick, I say.
You're gonna get all nitrogen
Okay.
bubbles.
Yeah.
Old pirate
Wait.
trick, I say with a wink, and I start to.
Okay.
Start to dive the bends.
Make me a may you make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Wait, is this in your what part of your clothing is it? Where is it?
Oh, they're
All your
parachute
clothes
pants.
inflatable.
Parachute
Yeah,
pants. So
they look
you
like
go
normal-
up backwards.
I tilt upside down.
No.
Just your legs are out.
Wait. I think what should happen is when they inflate, the trousers go up so fast that they come off of Corazon.
Well, how did you do on the...
Because I rolled an 18, dog.
Ow.
Wow, yeah, you surprisingly don't get the bends.
See you later, chumps.
You feel great. Everybody
My
else,
giant trousers drag me to the surface.
everybody else, when you reach the surface with Plunkett, Corazon leans over the rail and it's like, "That was so much quicker, you guys, and I didn't even get the bends."
Didn't even get the bends, I say.
One of his eyes is a bright, vivid red
Ew.
from all of the vessels having just gone pop. But whether you mention that or not is... oh, you don't know, Corazon, at all. You have no idea, but one of your eyes is a bright crimson. Whether the rest of you mention that or not is entirely up to you.
Also, my trousers will have to remain inflated for the next 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to let the trousers down gently, otherwise they get the bends.
Yes.
So that's just simple. Okay.
Say, you're all probably feeling pretty stupid right now in my giant inflated pantaloons with my bright red eye.
Plunkett kind of just flops down onto the deck. It's like, oh,
Who's Plunkett?
Bucket.
Puckett,
Bucket.
not Plunkett. Sorry,
Alright.
Plunkett's my Shadowrun character.
Oh
at the
god, we
minute.
brought the wrong guy up.
Sorry, yeah. No,
to go
Puckett.
Inflate the trousers, we're going back down.
Oh god. Sorry.
That's definitely the noises they make.
Puckett flops down on the deck. Goes, oh, who are you people?
In the Oxventurers Guild.
Yeah,
What was
and,
that?
and we have just saved your life for a very reasonable fee. I say.
What? You're
Look.
pirates then?
Here's the thing, Puckett. You're going to do a great justice, as I've had it explained to me. Prudence, take the wheel.
We are the Oxventure Guild of Adventurers and Insurance Investigators, and there's been an insurance fraud aboard this here ship. You may or may not have been aware, but there was a mutiny. You know that much, right? Puckett.
Yes.
Look at me,
I was the
Puckett.
only one
Yeah.
who survived.
Yeah, we
I
know.
fought bunk hand to hand. I killed him myself. The others
good
perished
for you.
in combat with the rest of the crew.
Yep.
But they were
And-
all
and-
slain. 2 of them did each other in at the same time, if anyone's going to nitpick. They all died of their wounds.
Okay, seems legit. And your hold, the hold of your ship. Do you know what it contained? Do you know what
Yeah.
you were shipping?
Yeah, we were shipping spices and fabrics and things like that. Pretty standard. Should be in the manifest.
Yes,
I put a
and no
tentacle
gold,
on
no
Luke's-
gold and riches, no
dog.
great hoards of jewels.
Well, no, we only sailed out of Revelstoke. It's a backwater.
Well, there we go.
Nothing interesting going on there at all.
I show Puckett the manifest.
And there won't be for 1,000 years.
I think you can see what's going on here.
What the? This isn't. I mean,
Yep.
Well,
the mutiny was a ruse. It was a ruse so that they could scuttle the ship.
They
And-
played you like a damn fiddle.
Yes, what my colleague Corazon says.
And we have a second
Colleague with
witness,
the
right,
enormous
Dog?
trousers.
Yes, we have a second witness. I look over at Rust. Is there a little rat
Is
tail
there a
sticking out of
second
his mouth?
witness?
oh, Russ is not visible on deck. Below, you can still hear like some comedic, like crashing and banging noises.
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
go and get the rat. I'm gonna go and get the rat. It feels important to get the rat.
Well, I mean, I don't want the rat to be eaten by Rust particularly, but I can always ask another rat. I say as I've turned back into.
how do we know another rat will cooperate? This rat
This
is
one
our
sang
friend.
like a canary.
Egbert, you go downstairs to find Rust sitting demurely on a barrel, like.
Rust, spit it out. Spit out, spit. Open mouth, spit out.
What? As he says,
Rust.
quiet, a tail flops out.
Rust,
Well, now
Rust,
you can
spit
see
out
the
the rat.
tail now, Rust.
thank you.
He then
Pick the rat up.
gets rid of a lot of tobacco juice. You used me as a spittoon.
Well, it's your own fault, Rust. It's your own fault.
Well,
And it tasted like earwax, so got a real
But-
tough taste buds on you there,
well,
Rust.
apparently we are out of pickles. I smelled them when we came aboard, but have I found one? No.
They're all inside my seal.
The old excuse.
There's loads more food in here, Rust. There's loads of. It just doesn't run around.
Ugh,
I
fine.
know that's-
He takes an entire, like, cured pork leg down and just starts, like, eating a Parma ham like it's a chicken
Good.
drumstick.
Right. I'm gonna bring the rat back up to the deck.
This is salty. Tis lucky I have such excellent kidneys. Cats can hydrate with seawater. That's how good their kidneys are.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice one, cats.
Every day's a school day.
Anyway, yes, back on deck. There's Plunkett and a rat. And you.
Cool.
Puckett! Oh, Puckett.
Oh, fuck it.
Right, sorry. Knew I shouldn't have gone with Puckett. Right, carry on.
Puckett, look, I know that you're scared about testifying against the powerful men, but you won't be alone. This rat will also be taking the stand.
And if you don't testify, we will do something horrible. Probably more horrible than they'll do. This is, what? Why is everyone looking at me like that? This is the way to get him to testify. He's worried about repercussions. If we tell him the
perfectly-
repercussions will be even worse.
Is Puckett
He's
worried
not
about
said
repercussions?
anything
didn't
about
say anything about repercussions.
Puckett, you're
Horizon.
probably worried about the repercussions.
Because they would be horrible.
Now
Not-
Puckett's worried about the repercussions.
I wasn't, yeah, but now I am.
No.
But
You'll
look,
start a new life.
I don't want to
name.
do. I want my life, and I want Revelstoke to go down for this. I'm
Right,
assuming
yeah.
you filled him in on the manifest.
Yes.
If he's seen the manifest, he's seen
He's
that.
seen
So
the manifest, yeah.
I believe you. This is an insurance scam.
Revelstoke.
But look, he's always had a ruthless head for numbers, and he's always been a hard taskmaster. I didn't think he'd go so far as to assign an entire crew to death just to scrape a bit more money off an aging ship. This is ridiculous.
Do you think there's more at work here?
Are we missing something?
No, I just think he's worse
just
than I
surprised
thought
and
he
appalled.
was, and I already thought he was bad.
Nah.
Well, let's
look-
go get him.
Let's take him down.
Well, look, if we're gonna get him,
Yeah.
look, he's an arrogant man,
Yes.
and he's well
Okay.
connected.
Okay.
So, honestly, my word versus his. Even
And
if
the
we
Yours and the
to-
rat's word.
Oh, yeah, a rat is.
whole-
2 against 1.
Holds a lot of water around here.
Also, I mean, well, the rat. We don't know what the rat's
Literally,
life
it's quite
expectancy is like.
With Rust on board, probably quite low.
And with the way he's been chewing tobacco, I mean, that's not
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for.
yeah,
That's
it's
not good for a rat. But
It
it's
can
just-
take a long time for these things to come to trial.
but, right, sure, but no, what I'm saying is, even if we tow in the whole ship, and even if I take the stand and this rat takes a stand, it's our word against his. We need to get him to confess somehow.
Yes, we all dress as the rat. Someone else take over.
Go on. No,
There's
go
no
on.
bad ideas in a brainstorm.
I want to know
Please
what
finish the
step
thought.
2 is.
We all dress
Dressed
as
as
the
a
rat.
sexy rat.
we dress as the rat. Confront him and say we're all witnesses.
We haunt him as the ghost of the crew that he.
That's
What?
Yeah,
Yes,
that one.
That's
Yeah.
genius. What if we dress up as the crew, visit him when he's asleep, and we give him the old Christmas Carol treatment
Yeah.
until he's so guilty that he bellows his confession, and then we pull down the curtains and the whole town is there.
Or we find guilt in his house, in his home.
Oh.
Find proof of his doings.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's good too.
Well, what are you going to do? Stage a play and see if he reacts strongly to one particular moment?
Don't
Why don't you
suggest
dither a
that.
bit more,
Ludicrous.
friend?
We'll do it.
Oh, sorry,
Okay,
says
what?
Plunkett.
Puck-
Puckett! Oh, what's wrong with
Okay,
me?
if we put you in witness protection, you can change your name to
Okay,
something.
we're putting you into
that's
witness
more-
protection now, and your new name is Plunkett.
Thank you.
Yes.
I can just see the Twitter infographic now. Times Johnny screwed up Puckett's name.
Aw.
When I
70.
say hello, Mr. Plunkett, you smile and nod.
All right, where does this?
What
this
do you
malefactor
recommend,
live?
Plunkett?
He lives in Port Morcow.
Right, well, we're on the way. Let's go.
Let's go.
Great.
We've got to tie the other boat. We've got to tie the other boat to our boat. We've got to tow it out of here, otherwise the Sahuagin will be annoyed.
You're really going to try and tow this with that? I mean, no disrespect, but this is a heavy ship.
Oh.
Easy.
Well, then we
Well, why don't we
tow
tow
the
that
joyful
with this?
damnation with this one.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Dob did
Sorry.
bring this one of the sails, but I assume
Just
it
used to
has
having-
lots of them.
Used to having a whole crew, that's all.
Well, we've got a hold full of silk.
Oh,
So-
Yeah, Dob, can you not just cast mend on the sail?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
cast mend on the sail, and
Yeah.
also maybe we can have some
If only I
help.
could cast sail on the men.
Maybe we could bring a crew. We could make a crew. Dob, a skeleton crew.
Erwin, you're asking more than you think you're asking.
I know.
It's not a
You know they
toy,
exact a
Merylwyn.
terrible price.
I know, but I'm just tired, okay?
Look.
Everyone can do
No,
Moonbeam, and
look.
it's not special anymore, and I'm just sad, okay?
Okay, well, all right. Skeletons!
Yeah.
Merylwyn's going to be sad.
Merylwyn's tired.
The sea's froth around the ship.
That should really freak him out at the bottom of the sea.
Puckett
These
starts
guys.
absolutely freaking. He's like, "What's going on now? Oh god, more monsters
Okay.
from the deep!"
So
And
Puckett, I am going to warn you in advance. You're going to see some skeletons, but it's cool. They're chill. They're chill skeletons. Don't freak out.
we heard somebody was sad.
Yes, skeletons. Merylwyn needs cheering
make
up.
Merylwyn
And also,
cheer. It's
somebody's birthday.
They all run over to Merylwyn and start brushing her hair, and they're like,
Aw.
"Yeah, cheer up, elf, yeah." And you see one of them approaching with a massive pair of garden shears, being like, "Time to do the nasty bit," as they're all like brushing her hair out, and then like
Makeover.
"Oh," holding her hair out.
no, look, we agreed we have to let the skeletons do the bit they don't want. It was a whole thing.
Okay, go on, do it.
Pixie cut.
Merylwyn gets
No,
yep,
elf, Egbert.
Right.
Merylwyn gets
Same
bangs.
thing.
Merylwyn gets bangs.
Merylwyn gets
They
This
are.
is has bangs.
They are.
Merylwyn has bangs.
Oh.
The actress playing Merylwyn doesn't have bangs because she's
Oh.
not been able to get to a hairdresser in a year. So.
Okay. They cut Merylwyn's bangs like up here,
No!
Yes.
and like, but
No
really
one
badly.
can wear those.
Really
the curse of
badly.
the short bangs.
Yeah, they give you incredibly
the
bad
structure.
short bangs.
We knew the price would be high, but we didn't know it would be so high.
We didn't know it would be this high.
All right.
No.
Wow.
Skeleton. I can't believe this has happened. Skeletons. I start sort of gesturing with the hammer, and I say, "Skeletons, we need to get these 2 ships into Port What was it called?
Moorcow.
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 We need to get these 2 ships into Port Moorcow. 20 skeletons aft. 20 skeletons astern. Up the ropes, out the rat lines, every scrap of sail." And I just want to direct them to just get us underway.
Sure, you sending 40 skeletons to back of ship, boss. Aft and stern is same thing.
Oh. Yes. Look,
Is-
skeleton. Look,
This
skeleton.
this not good enough for skeleton bad price. You know this.
Okay, all right, but that's fine. But skeletons, look, this is a two-way street. I expect you to anticipate my needs a little bit, right? I can't
Okay.
be micromanaging every single skeleton. Okay, look, it's a ship.
Well, no,
You-
that's
you've
what
steered
foreman is for.
The flaming skull just goes,
Hello.
it. Flaming skull. Thank goodness, someone reasonable to talk to at last. Can you please just sort of organize the squad? They've sailed a ship before. I know they know what they're doing. Can they stop winding me up and can we get on the road show?
Okay, bosses want sail ships, Port Moorcow.
Yes.
Okay. Boss is willing to accept consequences of involving skeletons in
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Skeleton price.
Yes. The
Yeah.
skeleton price will be paid with no fuss or faff. That
Okay.
is the deal.
Okay.
Yeah. Off we go.
One of the skeletons pulls like one of the bones out of his own shin and holds it up to the skull, who then like bosun's pipes like beep, and the skeletons with a will set to. There is a montage of skeletons like clacking their way up the rigging, for every nautical mile you travel to Port Moorcow, they powerbomb Puckett once into the deck.
Oh, that's a witness skeleton.
That's what came to me.
Wow, it's a real terrible price.
And
It's got to be paid.
they
So
kill.
motivated to testify because
They shoot
Wait,
five.
they kill one of you.
They kill 5 albatrosses and hang
okay.
one around each of your necks.
Oh no. Have you ever seen an albatross? It's
massive.
blimmin' huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not incompatible with my aesthetic, so
Okay, what do they
I'm
kill?
gonna style
What
it
would be
out.
incompatible with your aesthetic?
I shouldn't have. Oh, damn.
God, it's impossible to know, isn't it? They hollow out a sea turtle and just put the shell on your head. So now you have to walk
Dom
around.
looks so great in everything.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it! Right. Okay, in that case, yeah, fine. You've got an albatross and a turtle shell over your head. These are all minor details. You arrive in Port Morcow.
Nice.
You okay? So, the Joyful Damnation kind of waits at anchor, sort of slightly out in the bay. At which point, half a dozen skeletons leap overboard, fly onto the next ship, and set it on fire. And
Those
the baying hound is basically they just drive it into the shore. They at no point try and furl the sails or anything. They go at about 14 knots just into Port Morcow. The skeletons turn to you and say,
I mean, you said sail to Port Morcow, you not say stop when.
Oh, no skeletons.
My new ship, skeletons, you've ruined my new ship.
Oh,
Furious with
congratulations, Admiral. Oh, no,
Furious
wait.
with-
No,
Corazon
just
got his
captain
step.
again.
Yeah. My fleet is ruined.
the baying hound has basically just gone. It's just
Well,
like
there's been
like
a lot of exacting of prices for not a lot of actual
Egbert.
It's been a while, bosses.
The
I
price.
guess you're making up for lost time.
Also, it was a lot of work. The price is fair. Thank you,
Okay.
skeletons. You all did.
Thanks,
You all did great. We
Curse
we
you,
got
skeletons, I say in a convincing way.
Yeah. This was a 2 steps forward, 1 steps back situation. Skeletons, just how you like it. I look sadly over at Meryl Wensbangs and say,
Don't look at me.
skeletons dismissed. With my
Okay.
thanks.
they all come and just headbutt the hammer and explode into bone fragments, as is customary.
Yep.
Sweet.
Right. Where is the house of this malefactor? Let's get in there and
Revelstoke.
Revelstoke. Let's get in there and get the evidence we need.
Puckett, lead the way. Do you know where he lives, Puckett?
I mean, he presumably lives in one of the massive mansions that are up on the hill. He's a really wealthy merchant. I mean, are you sure you want me to lead the way if he knows I'm
We
here?
just need to.
What?
No, we just need to know it. Point the way, Puckett.
I mean, he's.
Just-
Yeah, we're just going to break into his house and find incriminating
let's wait
evidence.
till after dark,
I mean,
and
he's
then.
clearly not above murder. I'm just saying, if he finds out old Puckett's here, then
All right, let's.
he's
put
going to try
Puckett-
and kill old Puckett.
All
We've got to
right,
look out for old
Puckett. Let's
Puckett.
put Puckett into hiding. Let's get him in a easy motel.
I put Puckett inside the big turtle shell.
Or that.
Thought
He's
you
like-
were gonna use your
he's tucked up in
disguise
there.
kits, but
Oh no!
No need.
If anything, he's more prominent up there, but he seems mollified. So, okay, sure.
Okay.
If anyone tries to murder you, just pull your arms and head in.
He practices a few times. Okay.
I'm going to ask around at the docks, the various sort of shady types, and ask them if they know which is the house
Yeah.
of Revelstoke.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe a charisma persuasion check. We'll call this just to sort of consort with people.
It's an 11.
Okay. You don't get much from them. They're like, no, it's definitely one of these 3. They now narrow it down to 3 houses. Port Morcow is kind of there are cliffs that are kind of in a horseshoe shape that sort of are a smaller version of the bay that sort of serves the port. And basically, as you look at it with the sea to your back, the highest 3 houses on sort of the left arm of the port are there. Those are the ones that they have indicated.
Okay.
Here's a question, squad.
Yes.
So this nasty fella who we're trying to ID, right? What's his dream scenario? Like, what's he expecting? Like, what I'm thinking is, could we go to him in the guise of, for example, insurance agents saying, "We heard there was some bad news about your ship." Like, could we
Entrap him?
Yeah, entrap him. Could we?
He wouldn't admit to fraud though to the insurance agents.
No, but it would get us in. It would get us into his house. Surely he would be willing to.
We could get into it. I mean, it's a house. We can get in there.
But what if we're like, hey, look, the gold's gone, blah 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 blah. If you could come and just see the ship, and it's in port,
That's been crashed into the port.
been crashed into the port, it's right there.
We could say that
And
some
just be
wreckage
like-
has washed up, maybe.
But
because
nothing
it's, like,
except a
smashed in.
confession is going to actually incriminate him because
Also, it needs to be a confession that someone else hears. It can't just be
Yeah.
we heard him say it.
Ghost is the perfect plan. We become ghosts and we record his confession somehow.
How do
I'm
we
liking the
record
ghost
his
one.
confession?
I don't know, wax cylinder.
What if we kidnap him?
We kidnap the judge. We simply kidnap the magistrate
Kidnap
and
the
take him to
magistrates.
Revelstoke's
Force him to watch
mansion.
Yes.
I don't know. Sorry, Dom, what were you going to say?
I was going to say we kidnap Revelstoke. Yeah, we kidnap Revelstoke
Go on,
and
yes.
like take him to a public place. I
Uh-huh.
don't know, do some sort of trick on him, cast
Ghosts.
illusions and use disguises, pretend to be ghosts until he confesses, and then we're like, aha, you were actually in the town square.
Merylwyn's got something for this
Oh,
lesson.
thank God,
Yes.
Merylwyn. Go, Merylwyn. We'll
Merylwyn's
do whatever
got
it is.
Okay, for Christ's
We'll
sake.
do
Go
whatever it
wide.
is.
Go wide,
How
Merylwyn.
about, look, I see an amazing dream team happening here with Octawen and Prudence with her amazing, scary, booming voice that she does.
Okay.
And I can pretend to be like a god of the sea. Imagine if like a giant octopus turns up on your front lawn and is trying to make its way into your house. And it'd freak him out.
Okay.
Yes, and then he would confess because he's wronged. Also, he has actually done wrong because his ship was like trespassing on sacred,
Yeah, and all those people
Sacred,
died.
and all those
Ghosts.
people died.
Okay,
And then
here's,
what?
here's another idea.
All right, go wide, Corazon.
We recreate a perfect recreation of his bedroom in the town square. Move him into it without his knowledge. Get him to confess by pretending to be ghosts. And then once he has confessed, bam, down come the curtains, and the crowd are all there. They've heard it all.
You know what? I thought it was a wild plan to begin with, but the more we talk about other plans, the more Prudence is let's be the ghosts of the wronged sailors and get him terrified.
I
Terrifying
think
him- yeah.
I like
I'm
the,
in for
the-
ghosts,
I want to be.
says Puckett.
I want to be an angry sea god,
Yeah.
but also ghosts. I think ghosts.
Yeah.
But yes, the critical thing is recording the confession, or
Yeah.
making sure there's someone
Well,
around to.
we, as
hear the
ghosts,
There are
we
two-
simply chase him into the town square,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and he'll
Okay.
be terrified and screaming, "No!"
Scream his confession
Yeah,
to the
Scream
public.
his confession to the
Yes.
public.
It's
I'm
the
gonna-
perfect plan.
Brilliant. I'm gonna head back to the ship and I'm gonna rummage through what's left of like the sleeping quarters to see, just get some clothes.
Okay.
And they're probably going to be a bit soggy maybe by now, so I'll also cast Destroy Water on them all. And
Keep the
instead
blood.
let
We
sand
want the
Good.
blood
spray off
stains.
them.
Oh, I'm
Merylwyn,
going to
grab
also
another
go
bag
on.
Oh,
of
yeah.
grab another bag of flour, and if we cover ourselves in it, we'll appear
Yeah,
spectral.
I will. Yeah, so I'll grab clothes and flour, and I will destroy water. The
Okay.
Destroy water will keep the blood stains. It'll just
Yes.
mean that.
But maybe we
Really
should.
dry.
Maybe we
They
should
won't
create. Maybe we should create water. Maybe we should be all atmospherically dripping, as if from some unseen
Watery
water
grave.
source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jones's
Yeah.
locker.
Also, we're in
Also,
a port
we've got
town,
chains
right?
on us.
Yeah, I was saying I'd like to buy some chains, and then we'll
Cool.
build
Okay.
some chain.
Sure, perfect.
More is
Merylwyn,
more.
as you go back to the ship, you find a neatly handwritten note that says, "This is addressed to all of you." It's from Rust. It says, "Lovely seeing you. Can't wait to meet again. Have joined on with another crew. You'll never believe how much they offered."
I think I probably would believe it.
Probably guess.
I could
I've got a
believe-
feeling we'll see that guy again one day.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, you have gathered everything necessary to make yourselves look like convincing ghosts. So we're talking,
Now
chains,
to wait for the
flour,
witching hour.
robes.
So we're in but we're sort of sailors. We're like dressed as sailors,
Yeah.
like stripy
Yeah.
shirts, duck trousers.
Yeah,
ribbons,
ghostly,
all that.
ghostly, murdered sailors.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to snap off. I'd like to snap a whole bunch of cutlasses in half. I guess they'll be expensive, but I'll buy them and snap them. And just
no,
sort of like
no.
There are so many. So yeah, no fine. Yeah.
Keep the
They're
receipt.
on the ship.
No, those
on
won't
the
do.
ship.
Those won't
Won't
do.
you? They're dirty.
Dub knows
They're
what it's
big-
about.
Yeah, look. If we're gonna, it's dangerous, Meryl.
Tetanus.
I want a nice clean one.
Meryl,
Gotta spend money to make money.
Tetanus is the silent killer, Merylwyn. So, so basically, use my disguise kit so that we've all got like cutlasses sticking out of our shoulders, foreheads.
Cool.
We all, yeah.
Yep. You dressing up
I would
Puckett, or is
also-
Puckett? Guess you're
I think we
dressing
should
up
dress
Puckett.
up Puckett.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
Puckett
dressing
gets
up
dressed
Puckett.
up.
He'll
'Cause, you know,
he might
he's-
actually recognise.
Add some authenticity. Yeah, I'm also going to cast Minor Illusion to give us a eerie glow.
Cool.
Spectral. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like we've been coated in luminescent paint.
Very good.
So we've narrowed it down to three houses. We still don't know which. Here's an idea. I scan the letterboxes outside the houses to see if.
Oh, very good. Make me a Dex stealth check, please. Just because you're not inconspicuous right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's 13.
13. All right. You find Revelstoke's house is the last one you have to look at. It took you a while to find the letterbox because there are actually quite a few carriages parked outside the house. It seems that Torian Revelstoke is having himself a little revel this evening. Perhaps he's come into some good news, you think, or a sudden windfall, perhaps.
He's about to come into some bad news and wind get up. So
Ooh,
bad
fail.
news for him. Let's go.
It's right there, Corazon.
That was right up my street, in fairness. Okay, so the house is it's just a very grand sort of house. It's sort of freestanding. It has a very small grounds because this is a port town. Space is at a premium, and they have put everything they can into the house. So it's basically just like a very grand entrance with sort of one of those porches that has twin pillars and some steps up to it. And it's you can see candles and lamplight inside softly illuminating it. No one appears to be outside.
I have a plan, and it's
All
not,
right.
and it's okay, and I think it's okay. And here it is.
Let's hear it, Dob.
Okay, how about this?
Hit me with your great plan.
I cast invisibility on myself. That should make it fairly straightforward for me to enter the party, identify spokes. Sorry, I'm blanking.
Revelstoke.
Revelstoke.
Revelstoke. Sorry, identify Revelstoke. Maybe wait until he goes to the bathroom or something, and follow him in there, and then sort of materialize like a spirit in my full get-up, horrify him, chase him out to where you all are waiting, even more spirits, and that'll be the kind of the icing on the cake that just totally freaks him out. In the middle of his own party, I could chase him outside, out of the front door, and then you all are there, and suddenly it's like more spirits closing in on him. You
We
could all
need
be like
the
marching up
confession
to the
in
house
front
like this.
of the people, right?
Well,
Like-
the revelers will come out
Yeah.
and see what the hubbub is
They'll
about
come
on the
and see
front
what's
steps.
going
Yeah,
on.
so it's all happening out in the streets. People will be watching from other houses as well, and you all can be marching up on the lawn like.
We can't
Yeah,
discount
yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that he might flee upstairs, so I
Oh
should...
no! I will go become corporeal and forcibly chase him.
Yeah?
I'll just hit him in the right
Okay,
direction.
you don't think we need people... Okay, no, that sounds reasonable.
I'm ready to just hit him in the right direction. But we can
Alright,
do. We
so
could,
the rest of us will form up into a ghost group. And clank some
Sounds good.
chains, rattle our bones,
Okay.
wail, etc.
No whales. Says Puckett. Okay, so Dob, you're going to slip in the house. You're going in through the front door.
Yeah, I'll just wait. I'll cast invisibility on myself and then just wait for someone else to go in. Just before I attempt that, I'm like Prudence one more time on that name.
Revelstoke.
Revelstoke, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they know
I
you're
would-
not a ghost if you can't get their name.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to use Druidcraft to just, in the party area, just whisper the name Revelstoke.
Very good.
Ooh, okay. Very good. Okay. Is that you can just
Good at
project?
haunting.
It's
Funny.
basically you can create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect,
Okay, great.
such as various things. So
Cool.
one of them is a sound. So
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you sneak round the side of the building?
yeah,
You
up to the
find
window.
there is sort of one very large window that is better illuminated than any other. You see that there is a large dining table that is set, and there are a dozen people eating. at the head of the table, in a very grand, ornate throne, almost, is somebody who could be none other than Revelstoke himself. Are you going to whisper now, or are you going to save it for a sort of appropriate moment?
I basically want to set it up so that when Dob goes in, he's already a little bit spooked.
Okay,
so I'll
great.
do it now. I'm just going to whisper, like, Revelstoke.
Somebody lifts the lid on a soup tureen, and just as you set off the first one, they go clonk. Like, no one hear that? And it kind of keeps going. Let's see what happens to Revelstoke. Revelstoke sort of is looking around, and kind of, he seems more disquieted by this than perhaps somebody ought to. It's almost like he has a guilty conscience, you're not sure, but he tries to laugh it off. Dob.
Yeah.
When are you going to slip in?
As soon
the
as
house
the,
is
as soon as,
the house is pretty quiet. It doesn't seem like any more people are arriving. There are sort of no carriages coming up.
in
You
that
probably
case,
don't know that Merylwyn has seen that a dinner party is underway, but
I guess, well, in that case, to be honest, I kind of hoped maybe the front door would open and I could just slip in. But if it's not going to, I am invisible. I'd just like to walk up to the front door and just subtly close the door behind me.
It is unlocked. If you want to get all the way to the dining room and get in there while still invisible, make me a Dex stealth check, please.
Which I do.
Great.
That is a 17.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm like dodging partygoers.
There's more
holding my
serving
chains.
staff coming in and out. It's basically he's having a dinner party and everyone is just sort of in and at the table. But yes, you have to sort of do some clanking. At some point you have to clean some flour off a table because it's shaken off your person. The other three of you, Egbert, Corazon, Prudence, what are we saying?
I don't think I'm going to make a very convincing sailor, but I know where Dob is planning on driving Revelstoke out. So I'm going to sort of conceal myself in a bush or something like that, or nearby, where I can be there, ready to help out.
All right.
hide behind some of the statuary on the lawn.
Okay, Corazon Plunkett looks at you, damn it, and says, what should I do?
Well,
Hide.
Act like a
We're
ghost.
hiding.
yeah,
in
I mean, he
laying
knows
in
what
wait.
you look like. Actually, describe another sailor on your crew to me, like one that he would recognise.
Well, I mean, there was
The captain.
There was old Bilgy.
Yeah,
He
Bilgy,
used to work.
give me the sense of him.
I used to work the bilge pump. It was very bilious. He's very just, sort of just
Tall,
like an
short,
old
fat,
raggedy.
thin, beard.
He was, I'd say he was sort of just broad-shouldered, thinning on top.
Yeah, I think.
Very thin pencil moustache.
Got it. I cast disguise self and become Bilgy.
Whoa, Bilgy!
That's right. It's me, Bilgy,
Wow.
and I'm ready to haunt it up.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you and me, Bilgy, until the end, eh? Well,
Yeah.
you already
So-
met your
so
end. You died.
Yeah. Well, are you good? You good with some haunting stuff when he comes out? Rattle some
Absolutely,
chains,
but look, I
shake
just
your
want to
bones?
say I am sorry about that time we got into a fight over who took your tobacco.
Yeah, I'm not
I
actually
just-
Bilgy.
He's not really the guy.
Not really Bilgy.
It's a disguise.
Although if this is
Whoa.
helping you get closure, then carry on by all means.
Okay, well, look, it's just I know everyone said that you were rubbish, Bilgy, and that you were stupid and that you were bad at your job
Yes.
and that you smelled bad and that
He does know
that
you,
nobody
Corazon.
liked you. But I always thought you were quite impressive, actually. So I just want to, I'm sorry that you died.
I forgive you. I
at the-
forgive you, Puckett. I forgive you.
He starts sobbing
I'm glad
quietly.
we're working this out before the whole
Yeah.
plan kicks in.
Well, the sobbing is making his chains clank in quite a spooky way, actually. So it's
Good,
kind of it's
yeah.
all getting there. Right. Okay, Dob. You are now in the dining room.
So I'm in the dining room. I basically just want to kind of like press myself up against a wall, very much out of the way, and just remain invisible and quiet until I see Revelstoke head for the lavatory.
Well, for the time being, he's pouring some wine and saying, obviously, we're gathered here because I've suffered a terrible loss and, we'll never forget those brave souls lost at sea. To think the whole ship went down with all hands. Awful. although the insurance money has gone some way to soothing the wound, if you would, you get it. Everyone's kind of like, oh, well. They're like, well, to lost souls and sudden windfalls, he says, and everyone cheers. They all seem like not tremendously nice people. They're sort of hangers-on and just villains themselves.
Okay, I'm at the window being like to the others, like, he doesn't know the ship's in the harbour, lol.
I mean, it's barely in the
thinks
harbour.
Meryl Winter, so-
It fell apart.
Okay, they're all. Does anyone else hear that? Does anyone hear something? Again, slightly rattled by this. We're like, what's going on? You see that Revelstoke sort of stands up. He's like, I'm just going to check on the serving staff, and I'll be right back. Perhaps I shall visit the lavatory.
I follow.
You, Dob, to your surprise, he actually walks briskly past you and hurries down the corridor to the front door, which he throws open, grabbing a spyglass from the table next to him, and he starts scanning the harbour. And you see him pause and go, my God, it can't be. And he lowers it, and he is just staring at the wreck of the Baying Hound, which is in the harbour now.
Okay, all right. I guess this is happening now. All right, I'd like
It's a
to
go.
creep up. I'd like to creep up behind him. Mm-hmm. Is there a mirror in this hallway?
Yeah,
Sort
it's a
of
very
like-
large mirror sort of next to the front door where you might stash your keys.
Nice. All right, I smash it. Still invisible. Yeah. Yeah, and then I start pushing everything over, just really wrecking up the place. And I grab hold of his shoulders, still invisible, and I shout, "Revelstoke! Revelstoke, how much are our souls worth to ya?" And then I get real close to his face, and then bam, uninvisible.
He
Yes.
he shrieks. What's everyone else doing in this moment?
Waiting for the
Wait,
people to come down, right? I mean,
Waiting for
otherwise,
him
I'm
to
not
run
dressed
out
as a
the
ghost.
front
yeah.
door.
He's about to
Like,
We're
run out
near the
into
front door now, so I think we should like start warming up, start doing some like stretches.
Stretches, yeah. Like,
I'm just like rattling some chains.
Okay, sure. You're trying to propel Revelstoke out of the front door, right, Dub?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna what do I wanna do? I wanna punch him in the face, and then like, just so that he knows I'm the kind of ghost that can mortally wound. I wanna punch him hard across the jaw, spin him around, and just boot him out.
Great.
Onto his front lawn.
Maybe a strength
So that
attack,
when-
please.
Okay. 17.
Okay, roll damage. I mean, you're punching him.
You kicked him to death.
Please don't kill him.
head, I'll clean off.
That's 3.
Okay, you bloody his nose, and he kind of hits the deck like, oh!
Yeah.
And he looks up to see other ghosts shambling out of the darkness. towards him.
Revelstoke. All those souls to line your pockets.
I didn't mean to. Well,
The debt is to be paid now, Revelstoke. Confess.
You
Our
hear
party
voices.
running
Yeah.
out.
Oh, absolutely. He goes, I didn't mean to. Well, obviously I meant to, but I didn't.
Meant to do what, Revelstoke?
I didn't think it
sound
would
like
come
he's
back
making
to harm me. I only meant.
Should we burst in?
Yes, look, Revelstoke. I hold up his head and say, all the souls ye sent to Davy Jones.
All right, we burst in.
That's right, Revelstoke, it is I, Bilgy. Remember me?
No, Bilgy, no.
I'm in hell now, Revelstoke, thanks to ye.
I thought you'd join with Bunk. I thought you'd be part of the. I wanted to pay.
Murderer!
Puckett.
Confess!
Puckett just jumps out and goes, Puckett! Goes, all right, I did it. I bribed Bunk to kill the crew and scuttle the ship. I wanted the insurance money.
Can I look around to see if there's like people watching from like neighboring houses and stuff, like people lifting?
I
people
think
like
it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people definitely curtain twitching at this point and leaning out of windows.
I just
And
want to
he-
be like,
Louder for those
get
in
a
the
load,
back.
get a load of that.
I betrayed my own men. I'm a fraudster. Leave me be, spirits.
All right, I cancel disguise self. I cancel disguise self, and I say, "That's right. Actually, I'm handsome, and I'm here to tell you all.
What? What?
That's right. That's right. He confessed to his crimes. You all heard it.
No.
He said it all in front of you. The chief magistrate here.
No.
Your party guest. He heard it. The people in the street. They all heard it.
No.
And Revelstoke, you'll be going away for a very long time.
No, there were no witnesses. There were no witnesses.
No,
There were no witnesses. There were no witnesses. He. in an act of
there. That's right,
He-
Revelstoke. It's me, the ghost who haunted you. And what's this in my pocket? Why, an ordinary rat. Or so it would seem.
What? A rat.
One of 2 witnesses to your wicked, heinous crime, Revelstoke.
That's right.
Is the other one also a rat? Because otherwise.
No, the other one is
I'm-
Puckett, but I still want to do down
One
the
is
rat's
Puckett,
importance.
who isn't dead actually at all, is he, Puckett? Do prove that you're alive. Do the splits.
Constitution saving throw.
Don't die.
Puckett attempts to do the splits and just screams from all those power bombs he took earlier.
See? Would a ghost feel pain when it tried to do the splits?
No, I suppose it wouldn't.
Proof of
I-
life.
You see his hand twitching towards sort of a sword that is on his hip. You see him kind of mentally being like, "Okay, I've got to kill Puckett. Those 2." And you see him
I
counting his
jump
dinner
up to
desks,
him.
dinner
I jump
guests,
up
being
to
like,
him.
"How many?"
I jump up and I turn into a bear. And I just pin him. I
Yeah.
just pin him from the side, jump up. I've come from the right, so I've been just hiding by the window.
Yep.
And I've run round and just dum.
Then
Oh,
Merylwen, I'll bind
There's-
him and I tie him up with my hempen rope.
there's a bear here now. Oh, and the fight's gone out of him now that he's seen there's also a bear in the equation. He goes, well,
Let's get
I
you down
suppose-
to the magistrates.
yep,
I
that's a
want to
fair
do-
cop.
I want to do a grand bow to the party guests and then just to shake hands with everyone, including Revelstoke, and be like, "You were great, you were great.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thanks for
Somebody's.
being such a good sport."
Oh no, it's fine. I shall have my revenge if I'm ever let out of prison. How many men did I kill? Probably won't be.
It's a lot of life sentences.
You. He gets led off, and is certainly in jail, if not prison yet.
Can I grab the rat?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
What?
No.
Boo!
No.
Boo, Egbert. Boo!
I just say, thanks, rat. No, that's it.
Well, folks, we've got a lot to work out over here. Thank you for watching this Oxventure. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. And be sure to check out Outside Extra and the Blades in the Dark playthrough that we've got going on over there. Lots of fun adventures with different characters and Luke
New
GMing
characters.
and Johnny playing.
Also, there's
So
a
do
podcast,
check
the
that out.
Oxventure podcast, on all your popular
Oh, yeah.
podcast platforms. Go and listen to that also.
Hey, Merylwen, check it out. It's your bangs.
Ah,
Well, thanks for watching, folks. We're going to get mauled by a bear, probably.
yeah, we deserve it.
A bear with the worst haircut.
It's no less than we deserve.
A bear with bangs.
Aww.
See you next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.